Your perception becomes your reality. If I look at the past few years and I look at everything that's happened to me, depending on the way that I look at it, depending on my vibrational frequency, I could look at all these things and I could say, oh, this is so terrible how this worked out. Or I could look at it and say, wow, how wonderful this has all worked out. Tesla said, if you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And that's why we're going through a very special shift. It's known as the rapture. And I read the comments and some people say, oh, well, the rapture is fake. Actually, dear ones, the rapture is happening now. Hello everyone, I am Michael and I help guide people on the evolutionary journey. Your journey, the way that you look at your journey, your perception of it, it's going to dictate your reality. It's all according to your vibrational frequency. And we always want to obtain the highest state, which is authenticity, the truth. And your wavelength, your frequency, if it stays around that beautiful state of truth, you're going to be in alignment. And that's why it's very difficult to really understand what's going on right now. It's very confusing. But your perception becomes your reality. And that's why we're going through this massive event, which is the expansion of human consciousness. And some people are fearful of it. Some people, it's the end of the world. And some people, it's the beginning of a new earth. On my journey, if I look at the past few years, things have amped up. And that's because the energy that we're in has amped up. We're not living in the same energy. You see, we're surrounded by the Schumann resonance, and we live within the Schumann resonance. And it no longer is what it was before. You might be noticing things are happening faster and faster. Time is quickening right now. Everything is going very fast, very rapid. It's hard maybe for some to keep up with it. Energy is the ability to cause change. Isn't there so much change that's happening right now? Look at all the change that's going on. And it's really difficult to keep up with all the change. But that's what this moment is about. It's about changing. How will you perceive this change? I went through so many changes in my life. Because of subconscious programs that were given to us, given to me, I could perceive it one way or I could perceive it another way. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, this is beautiful. This is so great and grand. I wouldn't be out here doing this as I'm making this world famous transmission. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't go through what I went through over the past few years. I'm on a higher timeline. But if I look at it with my old lens, right? You need to have this prestigious job, right? You have safety and security, right? But you have the shackles that hold you down. I could look at that event in my life and I could look at it as a negative thing, or I could look at it as a positive thing, that I was released from the prison. It's a prison planet no more. We're out here in nature, restoring the grid. The waves that come in, they represent each and every one of us that are causing a massive shift. And you're doing things that they never saw coming. You know what? They thought, oh, you know what, this is how the humans are going to react. This is how they're going to behave. They try to study us, but no. They ain't never seen this coming. Some people will say, oh, the rapture is fake. The rapture is happening right now. It's a vibrational frequency. And we're changing the station, right? The frequency is changing. And that's why when I stood out on the front line a few years ago, and I said, they can't hear you anymore. Do you remember that? They can't hear you anymore. See, I could make this transmission and I could tell people and help guide them and say, you know what, maybe we have to change our perception of what we're seeing. Maybe we have to move towards truth and authenticity, because if we keep going down to the matrix, if we keep trying to fight against the current, some people are out there trying to fight against the current. They might try to fight you, light warriors. They might even try to fight me. But our frequency is much greater. It's the light of Christ, which is the truth, which is authenticity. It's the strongest wavelength. It's the strongest vibrational frequency. This is the rapture. It is the rapture. And you could see those that can't hear you anymore. Are you witnessing that on your journey? Why don't you please leave comments? You know, when you guys all leave comments on the video, it's so helpful, not only to help this video get out there, but so many people actually read the comments. And when you share your experiences, it validates what we're all feeling. Sometimes I say, well, these people can't hear me anymore. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what you do, light warriors. No. They can't hear you anymore. Remember that? They can't hear you anymore, regardless of what you do, regardless of what you say. Because we have to think in terms of energy, in terms of frequency. Oh, and don't forget about those vibes. Yeah. The science of vibes, yeah. Who is the man that did the science of vibes? You could let me know in the comments. Yeah, the science of vibes. It's not spiritual wackadoo. They're actually called constructive and deconstructive interference waves, right? And these interference waves, they're constructive to my vibrational frequency. When you go in the failing buildings, you know, the schools, right? Everything is low vibe. Some of you are listening to this. I knew you on my matrix journey, and you're tuning in right now. And you know those lower vibes in the building. They're deconstructive interference waves. That's why that building is failing right now. And that's why we have to break free of these constructs right now. See, this is the classroom. Yeah. You like my classroom, light warriors? Look at the classroom. This is the classroom now. It's high vibe, baby. Yeah, it's high vibe. But you know what? We're all going through massive shakeups right now. We're all going through our trials and tribulations. But your perception becomes your reality. I sit with it. You know, I had a mentor of mine. He used to tell me, sit with it, Michael. Sit with it. I'm telling you all to sit with it. Because even on my journey, I say, oh, wow, sometimes I'm there and I get this feeling, I get this emotion. What is emotion? It's energy in motion. And I get this emotion and I say, oh, woe is me, woe is me. You know, things aren't the same anymore. Oh, if only this worked out this way, why did it have to work out this way? I don't like what I'm experiencing. I can't believe it happened this way. I can't believe it. Is that you? But when you take the time and you sit with it and you know the truth, some creatures out there, they'll tell you, oh, you could never know the truth. There's no such truth. The truth is the highest state of consciousness. And we're going to be diving real deep into that into the upcoming weeks, yeah. We have to obtain the truth. They'll tell you, oh, you might never know the truth. They try to hide the state of truth from you. You are able to find the truth inside your sacred heart. If you're relying on the TV, if you're relying on false idols, if you're relying on people to come save you, if you're relying on anyone else but yourself, you're going to have a very difficult time period navigating the rapture. And just like a snap, everything in your life will change. Once you change your perception, once you change your vibrational frequency. But I'm telling you, light warriors, I can't do it for you, kid. You're going to have to do it yourself. You're going to have to get out in nature. You're going to have to be alone. You're going to have to sit with it at this time. And some people, they could be in denial. Oh, nothing's happening. Oh, everything's safe and effective. Oh, everything's unicorns and rainbows. Actually, no. Everything is what it is. Why don't you write it in the comments? It is what it is. When I was a boy, I used to say it to my mom, my mother. I used to say, it is what it is. She said, Mike, you always say that. It is what it is. It is what it is. And we came here for this moment in time to unlearn and relearn everything. You know, we were taught certain things. We're going to have to break free of the subconscious programming. That wasn't us, light warriors. You'll find the truth inside yourself, and you're going to have to change your perception. I'm here sharing from a place of authenticity. It's not easy. Some days I say, oh, woe is me. Why did this have to happen? Why did this have to happen this way? It could have been better if it went that way. But you have to change your perception. This is the end. I'm sorry to tell you those that think the rapture is fake. It's fake. Nothing. We're going back to normal. Do you know people on your journey, they say, oh, you're going to go back to normal. No, it never was normal. It's the eradication of a satanic matrix. The matrix is real, light warriors. Yeah, there's levels and layers to the matrix, and you're going to have to navigate your way out of the matrix. And we're not saying it's easy, light warriors. Oh, no, it's not easy. But you will have the inexhaustible belief. You will have the inexhaustible drive, and you will just keep going no matter what, and you will believe in yourself. And you'll just be sailing downstream, just floating on down. The end is just the beginning. A dawn of a new earth. And we're experiencing it now. On my journey, when I look at these things, right, even when I look at people that might use the satanic mocking and shaming towards me on my journey, I look at it as a positive. When you understand and understand this, you know that you're on the right path. If you're not getting any adversaries, see, God gives you adversaries, right? So you have this weight to push against. And when you push against the weight, you get stronger and stronger. And sometimes I just want to chill out. I say everyone's got to be kumbaya, but it's actually making us stronger and stronger. That's why the lions are here. Are the lions in the chat? You guys let me know if the lions are here. It's a beautiful world. It's a beautiful event. It's a once-in-a-lifetime event. You have to realize how strong you are, what you actually overcame to break free of the shackles. We were in a prison planet. This was a prison. This planet was designed, this realm, Tesla called this a realm. This was designed to siphon your energy away. But we're all breaking free right now. We're breaking free of the shackles. They no longer hold dominion over us. Everything was right in front of your face. You just didn't realize it. But now we're breaking free. When you break free, when you go through the rapture, every person has their personal rapture. Write it down. Understand it. Stop, say, oh, it's just, every person has their personal rapture. And I'm here to share with all of you. I've gone through these bursts, right? Some people call it a timeline split. You're actually on a different frequency, right? And we keep leveling up. Think of an onion, like the layers of the onion. And you keep going higher and higher and higher. And you keep moving up and up. And there will be those that get left behind. But these are the shackles. These are the balls and chains that want to hold you down. My mentor taught me some people want to pull you down instead of rising up. And you're going to have to, during this time period, this is World War III, and it's a spiritual war, and it's for your soul. They're harvesting souls, and others want to feed off your energy, and they want to pull you back down into the pit of despair, and you have to say no more, and you have to rise up to the occasion, even if you have to be an army of one. There's nothing else besides you during this moment in time. You'll rise up, change your perception, realize you are not a victim. You are a warrior. You're sealed in the forehead. If you find this message interesting and you would like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people, and please share with one other person, because when we all share with one other person, we will rapidly grow our 5D community. Yeah. You got to be one with nature. Nature's going to give you the answers. You're going to have to change your perception on certain things. I know it's not easy. I go through it on a daily basis. When you actually come to terms that you are in a spiritual war, you could write it down, write it in the comments. This is a spiritual war, and I'm the best there is at this journey. Oh, we don't know the path. It's not a trip, boy. It's a journey. Journey has its twists and turns, and you don't know. I say, oh, another twist and turn. What's happening now? You have the power inside of you. Change your perception today. Raise your vibrational frequency today. This is not some, oh, raise your vibration. No. This is the rapture. They can't hear you anymore. The only thing that matters is yourself at this time. Do not fall into the pit of fear, guilt, and shame. Rise up to the truth. And then, light warriors, you will become the person that you came here to be. Remember, we cannot control what is around us. However, we can control from within. Be conscious that you are the rapture. And you're on a totally new timeline now. Use this to raise your vibration and increase your electromagnetism. Life is so much better when we are all together. If you find this message inspiring or know someone that could benefit from it, please share this message. Dear ones, I am Michael. Find us in the 5th dimension. Have a wonderful day living your everyday life. They want to hold you back. They want to hold you down. Fly high. Right on cue, baby. Just coast down the stream. Float away from them if you have to. This is your life now. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for everything that I've went through. And we're being trained right now. We're being fine-tuned right now. Yeah, we're being fine-tuned. Remember who you truthfully are. Share your experiences. Have you noticed a shift in your reality? Are things getting brighter even though you went through hardships? Leave the comments. Are things getting brighter even though you're going through hardships? Well, you're on a totally new timeline. Are you witnessing people that can't hear you no matter what you say? Share it. And if you'd like to join our Patreon, we have our full community there waiting for you. Yeah, we hold live Zoom meetings. We all come together. We collaborate because we have to collaborate. We're greater together than the sum of our parts. I am the defender of our everyday lives. Victory of the light.